Hey, yo, I seen Akon with a cape on.
It was draped on. Listening to Drake's song.
I walk up to free samples and still ask the question, can I take one?
You mind if a nigga buy a pencil?
This is the channel that we just bake on. No pork, no bacon.
My dick is something that she said looked like a snake, huh? You want to bake with them niggas, huh?
Not a grilled piece of bacon.
And I want to tell you niggas, you're not my fave son. That's what my dad said. One day, hello. Nigga in the back with the straw hat. How big? Y'all know about it soon. How you feeling? How you doing? How you looking?
How you living?
How you living, nigga? Large and in charge.
We are living.
Ooh.
Singing.
That was the thing. We used to say living large back in the day. You living large.
And in charge.
Large and in charge. You know what I mean? Straight 1980s, nigga. Woof, I went too far.
In a 90s kind of world. Glad I got my girls. Yo, keep your head up. What? Keep your head up. That's right.
One of the greatest theme songs.
So underrated.
Different World was another good one.
True Blue. Tight like glue.
Where you go? Like I always wanted. That's a good one. By the way, Young Pastry. That's a good one. Who are the people that really sing? Like, where are they now? The people that sing these theme songs.
There's so many studio musicians that have just murdered the game,
right,
and will go so far unknown, man.
It's like, and they're trying to convince people, like, yeah,
there's somebody
Family logo,
drunk in the club with his nose pushed sideways against a girl's face with that Heineken breath in the middle ear, going like, no, yo, that was me going, Martin, that was me, boo, that was me. You don't know. No, listen, Martin, hear it? That's me.
He got the video. He gonna pull up on his phone to show you the credits at the end of the fucking episode. See right there, screen right, and then he whip out the ID. Like when niggas gotta go that far, it's rough.
Yeah,
that's all the fuck I'm saying. What did I just drop?
Got the screenshot on him. I think you're.
I dropped my vape, nigga. It's that vape life. It's that
dropped
grape
your
life.
piece.
It's that vape life, that grape life. Speaking of peace, here's a piece of mind, yo. Welcome to the show, niggas. We came in hot with that one. Watermelon, VS, pumpkin. There's a watermelon here. There's a pumpkin there. We don't know where, but nigga, we here, nigga, together, and we're going to figure out these problems and get solutions. Probably not, but we're going to sit here and talk about the problems anyway.
Exactly. Talk about the topic at hand, because there's a watermelon, there's a pumpkin. Smashed together, what'd they make? A podcast.
They made a podcast.
Because that's what we here to drop different seeds. There's that. This is that. Make it up as you go along. Did you read the book? Yeah, I read the book.
What was your favorite part?
That ending, though.
Damn. No, I'm really a climax kind of guy. So right about there. But what part of the climax? Yo, right when he
that
was.
Part.
Remember when he was about to die? Nobody was about to die. But I meant in character, in spirit. Niggas think
emotionally he was about to die.
Right. You remember that part, niggas. Work with me. It's like, just say you never saw it. There's always that motherfucker. Like a couple of motherfuckers that be at my brother's, a couple of young dudes, and they just sitting there with the whole, stop lying. As little Maddie would just say, just stop lying, nigga. Just why are we doing this?
It's an amazing
it's a disease.
It's an amazing creed to live by if you just cut it out. You know what I mean? Like, listen, you don't have to fucking tell kids, Santa's. You don't have to live the movie.
Right,
what was the Jim Carrey movie? Yes, something about yes.
Oh, that was the when he couldn't tell the truth and shit.
When he could not tell the truth, he had to tell the truth.
He had to tell the truth. Right, he couldn't lie. Yeah. That was what the fuck? He was a lawyer. I forgot. Yeah.
Alexa. What's the Jim Carrey movie where he can't tell a lie?
Here's something I found on the web. According to hotpages.com, Jim Carrey plays Fletcher Reed, a divorce attorney who cannot tell the truth.
What was the movie's name?
In what movie? Alexa, what was the movie called that Jim Carrey couldn't tell the truth?
Here's something I found on the web. According to hotpages.com, Jim Carrey plays Fletcher Reed, a divorce attorney who cannot tell the truth.
This is the same shit.
Did that answer your question?
No.
No. What is the name of that movie?
Thanks for your feedback.
I will fight you to the death. It might have been called Yes Man or something like that. I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Right. But he
course I'm gonna
he had to get the truth serum out there. You know what I mean? He couldn't tell no lies. Tell no sweet potato lies. I think we call it sweet potato lies. One episode, not sure. Got my vape working. But yeah. This is episode 108, guys. 108. There's 108 Dalmatians, I think, still loose in Central Park. I'm not sure what that means, but I think it's happening, and you should be aware. Because here on Watermelon vs. Pumpkin, sometimes we give you fillers that don't make sense. But you niggas can wear this coat of acceptance and run down the pathway with us. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's real. I remember there was a part in the movie where it was like he was the claw.
You know what it is? You know what got us fucked up in the game right now? 2 different goddamn movies. There's
Bars.
Liar,
Liar,
and there's
liar.
also Yes Man.
Liar, liar is what I was
Much
thinking
like
about.
we live in an area of 2s right now because we are 2020. There's 2 different movies. There's Watermelon versus Pumpkin, the duality of the entire situation, white and black, black and
Yo,
white.
Listen,
Get away from
that's my new slogan right there. It's 2020, nigga. Double up.
Whoa.
I don't know if I was running with it. They probably gonna steal it. They probably gonna steal it. I did, you know what I mean? But
That's fine. That's fine.
it's all right. You know, we do that in Watermelon versus. But we're very, very big trendsetters out this motherfucker. Niggas they steal shit all the time, B. It's all good. But because the web is listening, Alexa gets shit and she gives it back into the hub and releases it to the world.
Why do you think it's called the web? Because that's where it gets stuck in.
It gets stuck
Come
in
on,
the
man.
web,
and
man.
then the spark, they crawl along, stick the fangs in,
That's where the virus comes in.
and they take it. They draw it out.
Draw it out of you. Your life, your soul will get drawn out through the web. So here we are on the web trying to help you draw some more of that life out. At least your ears, if you can't visually see us, on YouTube, by the way. Watermelon vs. Pumpkin. Just Baked channel. You can check that out. Young Pastry, you see the hat, nigga. We out here living good in the hood, man.
The dusty top.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
crusty.
one of the funny things too that sometimes you're ripping and running so hard you don't recognize is that
Ripping and running.
4 episodes ago we did hit 2 years on this podcast, which we did not even recognize, which is wild because head down, running forward. And so episode 104 was definitely 2 years, which you don't even think about.
I don't.
And then you add up the
Well, you know, math, I was a strong C major.
bars.
Stroke C, so I really didn't put that math together that quick. That 52 with 104, I fucked up. So 52 weeks in a year, we do one episode a week. Hold on, wait a minute.
That's a love seat.
We hit 104. What does that mean? Nigga, put it together. 2 years in the game, nigga, deuce. You know, they say, like, 2-year relationship problems. 2 years, that's where it's make it or break it in a relationship. Make it to the next level, nigga. Keep gaining. Shout out to the 353 on the subscribers. You know, keep telling friends to tell friends. Like that, subscribe that, share that. Get out there, bear that. I don't care that. Wear my Care Bear hat. I think niggas don't know about Care Bears. Can we talk about the 80s for a second? In a time of great cartoons, I feel at least. I don't know. I try to watch cartoons now with my daughter. I don't know. I don't know. What was she watching? The Bear Bears, spelt 2 different ways.
Talking about naked bears out here, dog?
Yeah, the Bear Bears, and I don't know if they're trying to bring like racial equality together through bears, because these 3 bears are really good friends, and there's a panda, a grizzly, and a polar. So I'm trying to figure out, the grizzly's probably the black dude.
Yep. Panda's probably the Asian.
Batman's probably the Asian.
Polar bear's the white guy.
Yeah, polar the white guy. You know,
It makes sense.
And it's crazy because they
3
make,
ninjas strike back. Come on.
It's definitely probably a liberal cartoon because I feel like they poke jabs at the white guy a lot. The white bear. Yeah, he gets made to be real stupid a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, white people are, we're going out of style quick. All right, I'll tell you that.
Go get your white man quick. Niggas going out of fashion.
White people are on the decline.
Say, ladies.
If this is a stock, sell.
Ladies, go get your white man. They're running out. They're going to be nostalgic in a little bit. So go get niggas is going to be tired. You're going to be tired of the niggas. You're going to be tired of the brown brothers. You're going to be like, you guys are so like 90s and 2000s. Nobody wants to be the black guys anymore.
The white man is a step away from the clearance bin. We're on sale right now, but we're headed towards that clearance
right
bin.
Next to the bashed up Lucky Charms box with the reduced price, nigga. That's what niggas gonna be. Which I do enjoy that rack, by the way, in the grocery store because there's some good finds there. I'm not gonna lie. There's some good. You might get a little pack of like, crushed up fucking, French onion noodles, dry soup mix. But you know what? Who cares? It's got a hole in it a little bit. Maybe that. But
Yeah.
maybe the whole might go a little too far.
I was gonna say maybe go for the day old bagels instead.
Day-old
that type of
bagels,
thing.
the can that's
the
dent
day
the
old
fuck
bread.
up. Like I don't care about a dent can, man. We open it anyways.
Exactly.
It's not leaking. It's not punctured.
I saw an article, a comedic article talking about to save space in your pantry, just take all the labels off your cans and play Guess Who. You know what I mean? It's tough.
That's a fun one to do. It's like, all right, me and my family do it every night since we're so indecisive.
What are we eating tonight?
We're so indecisive. We just fucking got grab bags and we got fucking labelless corns.
Labelless corns.
And we just go, nigga. Just pick. Is it kidney beans or is it pinto? Is it
What's it
lima?
gonna be?
I hope it's the Gloria's collard greens because that's probably the only canned collard greens I ever really enjoyed because collard greens aren't meant to be that way, but they are. A lot of
Put
vegetables.
the can to your collar.
Listen, canned vegetables to me are like, yeah, I will, but do you want to? It's like fresh or frozen for me, man. That's usually the way I like to move.
The name of this episode, Fresh or Frozen.
Frozen, you know what I mean? It's like at that point, what do? You make a decision. It's the can you settle for. Why do you think they give them at the food pantries all the time? Because niggas don't really want them like that. Yeah, just take them, nigga, because they're going to sit around. But the cans are beneficial for shelf life. You know what I mean? You're going to get that. You're going to get that can of corn. And like, damn, this shit was out there for 6 months. It's ready still. You know what I mean? So cans are good for what they're good for. But when I wanted like a good meal with my family or something, I'm cooking, like I'm trying to get that fresh, which is the best, but not the less expensive. So you go frozen. You meet in the middle.
That's where I go. I go frozen because at Stop and Shop they got the 2-pound bags of broccoli for $2.
$2.
But it's
Get
funny
small one for
because
$1.
then they got the 4-pound bags for $5, which doesn't make sense. So I just buy 2-pound bags for $4 instead. Come on now. That's what you said. That math comes in.
They have
math
deals like
comes
that
in.
where somebody gets like, we're gonna get somebody. Somebody's not gonna pay attention to this shit, and they be like, and it's right next to each other. It's not like they're in different aisles. No, they're right next to each other. We're showing you the price, and if you do the math right, you're gonna win here. Some people just don't
play a game, win a prize.
It's like, so it's 1 for 2, 2 for 5. Well, the bigger bag is $5, and it's 4 pounds, and there's 2-pound bags here. Wait a minute, we'll just get I think you just got lost for $1. Why would you do that? Get your shit together.
Put the 4-pound on them.
Listen, man. Frozen veggies are a good way of life, man. Frozen spinach, man, and then you could throw it in things to cook with it, and low and slow, and it comes out just right. But fresh, man, is the best. But who the fuck? Sometimes if you don't cook it that day, it's going bad.
These are the hot takes that you turn into Watermelon versus Pumpkin podcast for. We talk about frozen or fresh vegetables.
This is warm up fresh veggies. You know what I mean? Fresh Oscar nominations. Didn't really see the nominations. I don't know. I think that's going down soon. I didn't even know who's fucking hosting the Oscars this year. It won't be Kevin Hart.
No.
We know that much. Unless they, are redeeming themselves. Like, Kevin, we're sorry. Come back. Come on.
Did you watch the Kevin Hart documentary on Netflix?
No, I did not. He put a doc out?
Yeah, it's like a 6-part documentary. It's before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll check it out. Kevin,
It covers a lot of his life during the when he cheated on his wife and got caught. That part, yeah.
Okay. Did he say he didn't know any better?
He didn't go hove on it.
I didn't know it was wrong.
Kevin
How
Hart,
did I know?
He just goes a lot more into the whole just like instead of talking about it, he talks about like, there was a bad situation that me and my family had to get through and had to go through and had to, and it was. But let me tell you something about what money can do. About what money can do to people, because his girl gets on camera crying, talking about how it affected her, all that, and ends her sentence with, "But we're in such a good place now. I'm almost glad that it happened."
Right.
Woo!
So
money put in your goddamn pocket.
You said everything about it is wrong and bad, and it's very tough. But right now, it's good.
And she got on there like can't talk about it without crying, which she shouldn't be able to talk about it without crying. I fully get that, because of what happened. Your husband cheated on you
Right.
on camera.
You feel like shit now. You should, because you're sticking around for it.
I could not fucking believe it. It was one of those, listen, I don't know what this woman did before, if she had money, I'm not sure. But to me, that's the only thing I can come to the conclusion of is like, bro, she literally said, I'm almost glad that it happened. I was like, holy fuck. I don't think you just heard what you just said.
And you know what's crazy on that take too, man, is that it is money too, but then there's that other side of just seeing from what's around. I know a good amount of women that it's not even that you just go through the shit. I don't know, you're just going through it, or just not even women, just people in general, relationships. Like it's like, wow, you're sticking around. Look, fuck shit, I did the shit. You know what I mean? What the fuck? What are you sticking around for? Where's that voice of reason that says, get the fuck out of here?
Yeah.
You're making yourself look stupid. I think it's just there's something that the people lack, and they look for it in that. You know what I mean? Millions, you could probably find it there very easy.
Right?
But in the modern day folk, I think they struggle with the same shit, man. But I think money is definitely, especially, I'm pretty sure she looked like a model. You know what I mean? Most of these guys would.
Oh yeah, she's drop dead gorgeous.
Like millionaire. When's the last time you seen a millionaire guy that has a new girlfriend and she's like a very plain girl next door? Like she works at a laundromat. That shit doesn't happen.
But the funny part too was being able to tell that Kevin Hart doesn't understand shit and doesn't see things, even though like he's a very eloquent talker and like he gets it. And I don't mean that as a sports analyst that always like, goes, hey, oh my God, he talks so well. No, I mean like, listen, Kevin Hart is like a motivational speaker and a really motivational guy. But it's funny because he didn't see the exact similarities that you draw from. Part of the documentary was on how this whole entire cheating situation came out. Was his boy filmed it. That's how it got out. His boy that he's known since like high school filmed it.
Where was he at to be that close in vicinity to get the butt shot?
It was, drop the phone in the corner of the room, put it on play, because he knows that Kev's coming back to fuck this girl.
Like, I gotta get this footage. About to set him up, blackmail. I seen what Kardashian did.
He's the one that sold the footage, you know what I mean, and all that, and try to blackmail Kevin Hart for like $11 million, whatever it was. But the funny thing is Kevin Hart is so devastated at that trust being broken, but doesn't see like, look what you just did to your wife, dummy.
Right.
That like, what about that trust? That because he's like, oh my God, I can't believe that my best friend would do this. That's what your wife is thinking,
I can't
dummy.
believe my husband would do this.
Exactly. Because so like he's more devastated about his boy that would do that to him. It's so funny that he's
what
just
if the
like,
True Lies secret came out of that? She been dealing with this shit the whole time. That nigga been cheating. And it finally just came out. Now she feels stupid. I gotta say something now. That
right? I could imagine. I mean, there's also one of those like, listen, I don't know the woman from anything. Might be a amazing mother, provider, all that other stuff. But there also is a situation, and I'm sure a very uncomfortable conversation that can happen of like, you like it here? You like this life? You know who I am? You know what I mean? With Kevin Hart just being like,
it's got to be a certain arrogance when it comes to
you'll be number one, but
right when you're like in a relationship like that and you're so much above like financial status and just social status, you know what I mean? It's to the point where it's like, yeah, you can really just go, it's cool. I got a line if I want, you know what I mean? It's got to be something really special about that one he's with that it's not that easy for him to just say, there's a line, right? Because they really could just kind of start DMing a bunch of fucking women.
Oh, yeah.
And get dates all the time. What up? This is Kevin. Oh, my God, it's really him. Obviously, it's verified. It's him. The check mark is next to his name. Bitch, it's him. It's verified. I've been following him. He DM'd me. He DM'd me. Like, I think whatchamacallit says he does that, honestly. Rick Ross. There was an interview with somebody. He said that he will, you know what I mean?
Yeah, hit
he
up
got
people.
So many. Like, if you see, he starts scrolling through, looking at that. Look at this one right here. About to fly her out.
Yep.
Tonight, you know what I mean?
Boss.
You know what I mean? Like, that's some bullshit. Like, DM me, yo, this is the real boss. I know it's him. I follow him, girl. He DM me.
It's Rose.
He will pick me up in the Phantom. Bitch, you ain't been in the Phantom. I'm going to rub his beard in his belly. This shit going to be great. Like, if that nigga wasn't famous and rich, nobody is drooling over rubbing the fat guy over there.
No.
That fat, greasy nigga over there with that beard, I want to rub his belly. Oh, my God. Like, no, there are women that are attracted to it, but the kind of women that you see attracted to it because who he is usually aren't in real life, nigga. That's all I'm saying. Unless the nigga has the status.
I'm just stuck on you referring to him as greasy.
Well, his beard shines a lot. You know what I mean? Like if a nigga like. The best way to put it is that, like in that battle rap is like when nigga Goods told him like nigga you like your bed stink.
Yep.
That's the kind of greasy. Like you probably sweat a lot
I know
in the bed.
he owns a whole bunch of chicken restaurants, that
Right,
type of stuff.
that-
So I'm
that's a
sure
good-
he's greased up. Chris a little greasy.
He could have hydrosis where the nigga sweats a lot. You know what I mean? This is like I just can't stop through my shirt. B. That's
I will
greasy.
say Rick Ross, he lost a ton of weight though, man.
did.
He did good with that.
Shout
man.
out to
He
Rick,
looks a lot
man.
better.
He's staying away from that chicken joint he had.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Fried up.
Speaking of rappers that are losing their goddamn mind and some with their hairline as well, Trick Daddy just got arrested, DUI and cocaine possession.
Trick Daddy.
Not good.
Woo.
But the
Name
problem
is
was
Trick.
his mugshot came out and looking crazy.
Oh, my God.
But he has lupus, and he tried to say, oh man, no, my hairline's messed up because of my lupus, but this looked like the barber fell asleep during the cut and just almost did a you know how you remember say in watch this is where really we're about to go right now. You know the first level of Super Mario Brothers?
We're there.
You know the last thing that you have to jump off of before you get to the flag? You know, it's like the bricks up. If you turn that thing sideways, that looked like his hairline. And listen, I'm a bald. I've been bald since I was 21. My hairline is gone. It's not even
Say what
existing
you
anymore.
want, right.
I'm not putting mine up against nobody's. But all
Right.
I'm saying is,
You're not fighting the fight. Like, niggas are still trying to hold on. Niggas is still
Yeah.
trying to hold on dear. Like, yo, LeBron
it was at like
holding on for
really.
life.
Oh, and I swear LeBron's one of those dudes where he's so smart and he's so good at what he's doing that I think he might be ignorant to like, yo, you know, everything you do is recorded, bro. Like, do you get that? Do you know that every game that you play, but every single second of every game that you play is being recorded on
And every
video?
time you look down, I just see every thought.
Yeah.
Every thought right through that sundial, nigga. It's just
I
showing.
think he doesn't want the Jordan comparisons. I think that's what it is. I
If
think
he
he's
goes
holding on for
bald,
dear
he's number-
life.
Yeah, that's like yeah. Shit, Kobe even went bald. That's true.
Yeah.
Remember, Kobe went down low at the end of his career. He went for the low one.
Get low,
Then
bust.
he got bald. That eventually he's like, if Kobe was like Mike, anyways.
Yep.
But that's fun. So Trick Daddy got a fucked up hairline and he's in jail.
I don't know. I mean, that's not the name of this episode, but I don't know if he's.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if he's gotten out.
Okay.
What's up?
Shut up. That nigga Trick Daddy in jail, man. Shout out to him bringing Trina's ass to life for me. That's all
Yes.
I can say. Because Trina, I still love you, boo. You know what I mean? Oh, did you see the footage of her?
No.
Oh, nigga, what was that? Was that a couple weeks ago?
Don't tell me that she doesn't look good, man, because she's always
No,
looked good.
no, she got into a fucking like fight in a Walmart.
Oh,
I don't even-
man.
I didn't even know why she was in Walmart. I mean, why everybody should be in Walmart, but
Yeah, yeah.
at that status, she probably had an assistant.
You
I
can
think.
always graduate to Target. Target
yeah,
works
yeah,
too.
Target, but I don't think she probably passed having an assistant life. I don't think she has an assistant anymore. So yeah, she had to go to Walmart herself to get the cat litter or something. But nah, the footage was. She got into it, but I guess what you would think to hear from her, bitch, I'll fuck you, a bitch. So I didn't really see any fisticuffs, but it got close.
Was there a you know who I am and it's you think I'm broke, something like that?
No, but her demeanor was like, you better know, you should know who I am. And I know cameras are going right now, so I got to get in Trina
So now,
mode.
yeah.
But Trina probably was like that anyway, so it was
I'm
like,
telling you, man, there's
just
a
ratchet mode.
certain brand of person, this is male and female, that think if you have yelled the loudest that you've won the argument. And that's not true. So if you live by that code and creed, cut it out,
Yeah, skip. You can't just
But
scream.
skip.
But skip. You can't just keep screaming and yelling and going on, carrying on about your life,
Nah.
thinking you win every time, nigga. Just
Come on,
sometimes,
but skip.
sometimes the low man wins, nigga. The quiet guy.
Speaking of in other rapper news as well, Young Jock, somebody hopped in his car because he's, I guess, driving for Uber now, and the girl was losing her mind on him.
What the fuck? You mean Young Jock is driving Uber?
Young Jock's driving for Uber.
As a show?
No,
as that broke?
as I guess he's got like 6 or 7 kids, something like that, and
He's not driving. He's that broke? Diddy ain't leave him nothing? Well, no, Jeezy was with Diddy. Jock was on his own. But what the fuck? Jock had a couple joints in the stash. I felt like he had nothing. Didn't he get
but
some-
you got to remember, man, long time ago.
Yeah, then that's
Long
that
time
money
ago.
come, money go shit. They buying, they spending, they giving it to their boys and shit,
Yep.
buying everybody houses and not really investing their money right. Nobody's in the corner like, yo, you should really probably put your money like into things.
Mm-hmm.
Man, fuck you and put them into this warehouse full of Jordans.
Yep.
This
But-
gold chain with 38, 3,800 diamonds in it with my face on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Rick Ross has that a medallion of his
Yep.
face with a bunch of diamond beards, beard diamonds. Yeah, I don't know. At some point, I get it. I like flashy too. I get it. I can't say I wouldn't do a little flash, but you start to look at it as like, is it too much? But when you want something that's gonna catch people's attention more, you do outlandish things. That's why it's done. You know what I mean?
Truth. But it's funny too because you can almost compare Young Jock to what we were saying about the NFL players and like wrestlers. Rappers have around the same time too. Like, hey man, this might last a year. This might last 20. This
Right.
might like we were saying too. But even
flash
before
in
the
the
show
pan
started, it's Lil Nas.
Doing it again. Sorry. Yeah, no, I was pulling the mic stand down and everything came. Go ahead. Sorry, guys. I'm fucking shit up.
Like Lil Nas X. We may never see that man again. I don't know.
He came out hot. I mean,
Yo,
tight.
look at you with these bars. You mean what? He
Wait,
did what?
Yeah, woof. I didn't even see that one coming.
Yo,
Yeah, that
he
landed.
came out hot.
Oh.
So that's just off top. Then
Listen.
he came out of the close, and then
And he was hot for coming out.
sometimes gay people slur word might be called flamers. So now you say he came out hot, flaming on fire.
Oof. Levels to little
Yo.
things. Levels to little things.
I'm gonna say this right now. Thank you, because that was something to chew on.
The little Nas X should be thanking the world that he had that big hit at least.
4. You get an STD. He came out. It's burning. Come on, man.
Oh, Lil Nas, I hope you're listening. For some strange reason, you see a logo of a watermelon and pumpkin. You want to know what it's about on Spotify, nigga? Do that.
Please do.
Oh, but yeah, he it's the flash in the pan kind of business, man.
Yeah.
Like he said, I can go on the list of Hurricane Chris, hey, baby. What the fuck happened to that nigga? The other one, I like how you do that right there. What's that?
Chingy.
Chingy, right. What the fuck happened to Chingy? I don't know. Like, hopefully that nigga's doing okay in life.
Yep.
Maybe he's an Uber driver. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why we were saying, man, it can get like that. I understand it too. It gets down to,
Like when these niggas
hey
start
man, plenty of people that win the lottery go broke.
I
Because
don't even know if Chingy could like charge niggas for a verse these days. Like, y'all got a verse with Chingy.
I know he's on Cameo. I know that. I know you can get a shout out from him for like $40.
Then he's like, who? Chingy, nigga. Shot me out for $40. You paid $40 for that? Man, you
Not right
better-
now.
You better off taking that $40 and buying views or something, nigga. What the fuck is you doing? Shout out to some people I know, good people of mine, good friends and all that. But I know somebody that way past the prime of this person, and they weren't even in a full swing of prime, I'd say. Had a song with Dylan from Making the Band.
Oh, yeah.
On MTV. And I really respect this person that love and respect this person that had that person in the video. But it's almost like I'm pretty sure that artist was like, yeah, I probably wish I had that one back.
Right.
Like that didn't really,
It probably wasn't a.
right. It wasn't. I wouldn't.
I don't
shoot
think you
for-
had your return on the money. That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
right. We're not gonna do a home run shot. That shit wasn't even a single, nigga. Like that wasn't even a bunt, nigga. You couldn't even, you know what I mean? Couldn't lay it in field.
Wasn't even a drag bunt.
You
Now-
weren't even due. You weren't even due.
Now, I apologize for underselling him because Chingy is on Cameo for $60.
$60.
where You can get a shout out from Chingaling. But hey, man, get it how you can get it. Shit, nobody would pay me for $60 to talk to you for 15 seconds. So
I mean,
good for
what you're
him.
doing is creating the illusion that you know these people. That's all. Yo, what up, my G? This is Chingy. I'm ringing with my man. What you call it, yo? Because that's all a shout out is on these shows is, when they do drops on radios. Yo, drop it like them niggas ain't friends with these. A lot of these radio personalities ain't really hanging with these
Yeah,
guys.
what's up, y'all? This your boy Chingaling. I'm just getting on Cameo. It's going down. I'm in the building. I'm going to be shouting out people. If you got birthdays you want shout out, shout your name out. Whatever events you're doing, you want me to shout you out, I'm going to be shouting you out. So hit your boy up and let's get this cracking, all right? Chingaling in the building. Hit me up on my social medias, too. Instagram, @Chingy. Twitter at Chingy Full Deck. It's going down Facebook, Chingy. So hit me up, all right? Cameo your boy Chingy.
Because time passes, bro.
I know time passed. But some niggas don't. But some niggas don't change, man. Yo, listen, man.
Yeah, Pharrell still looks the same.
Pharrell, Genuine kind of looks like the nigga hasn't really aged that much. Like Genuine kind of look the same to me. Like The Rock. Like some niggas don't change. That nigga looks like a different man.
I have never seen Genuine since Pony. I don't know how you were seeing Genuine.
I looked the nigga up. The nigga looked. He looked the same. Like, God damn, Genuine for real. Some niggas don't change. I think, well, D'Angelo got a little pop belly now. But I mean, maybe because when Chingy, when he first came, he was very baby face, smooth, and he's, you know, he's a grown man. I forget. Maybe he was fucking really young.
Probably, yeah.
He probably was like 19 now I think about it. Sorry. You know, time I don't like, you know what I mean? You know who looks the same? I looked at and I saw the
Nas.
picture. No, fucking Fred Savage, man. He was totally out of the music world, but the nigga, I saw a picture of him grown. It's like,
Fred
yo.
Savage don't rap no more, but yeah.
I'm looking like, yo, this the nigga from, he looks like the same little kid just as an adult, but it's the kid face. It's still a kid face and an adult body. It looked weird. You know, like that nigga didn't change. He's supposed to. He was fucking 9 when he was famous. Why is he 58 or 52 and he looks the same? I don't
So does Karate Kid looks the same too, whatever his name was.
Machio, Ralph Macchio.
Ralph.
What the fuck, Ralph?
Ralph.
You know what I mean? Mr. Miyagi, I think, is still alive, and he still looks 75. That nigga was 75 at 82.
Forever. Morgan Freeman's never been young.
Oh. Wait, you ever see an old Morgan Freeman flick? He did look old back there too. He was that nigga and probably in high school that was like, yo, check his birth certificate again. There's no way he's a high school student. You know,
No.
I always thought that when I always looked at footage of like from the 70s, like my parents' age, you know, our parents' age in the 70s and the 80s, when they went to high school, they looked like fucking like 40-year-old men.
Adults, yeah.
You know, it's like, wait. Nobody in high school looked like that when I went.
No, I know. Nowadays, like if I'm driving home from work, man, I'll see somebody at the bus stop and you're just like, yo, you look like you're like 4 years old. Where are you going?
High school. You're a senior? Oh, valedictorian? That's nice. You look like you're 12. You know, but then you had them niggas in the 70s who were like, these guys are like fucking 40-year-old men.
Yeah.
I'm 18. You sure, pal? You sure?
You have a house and a family. What is happening?
Hey, I'm 18 with a mullet. It's just what I do. Get your shit together, nigga.
18 with a moulet.
What he's saying, what we're basically boiling it down to, is for $60, you can get a Chingy.
Shout out. There's plenty of people on Cameo because I got one for my boy for his birthday, and it came out well. But I know even some pretty big people are getting on there.
Like what's considered a really like who's charging a fucking grip for a cam?
Let's see, because that's what I think
You
you
can.
can.
Diddy's like, listen, I'm doing $600 a pop for me to
Well,
say.
some people get on there for like a day as a you know. They're not gonna.
It's called Cameo. Is the name of the app?
Yep.
Oh,
It's a website, and you can.
social platform.
Yeah, it's just how they sell their stuff. But I'll look at the highest price. Highest price: Caitlyn Jenner for $2,500 should give you a shout out. $1,000: Sean Wayans, Tiffany Haddish, Chris Angel, Marlon Wayans, Manny Pacquiao. Yep. Snoop Dogg $750. Troy Aikman $600. Gary Payton $625 to give you from the glove. Some love from the glove for $625. Brian Urlacher $540.
But you know what? It sounds crazy, but when you think about it, there are people that are so big fucking fans of those guys, and
Oh, yeah.
for them to just get a fucking
Yo,
hey, I'm gonna say your name, and hey, this is for you, and oh my god, you know
bro,
what I mean?
$500 Pedro Martinez gives you a happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? For someone that was a fan their whole life, all that stuff.
It's like Pedro's gonna be like, yo, this is a personal special. I want to see that nigga mispronounce somebody's name, like a nigga.
Scott Stapp from Creed, $500. Come on, well, I'm right upon.
Happy birthday.
Say happy birthday.
Now, if the nigga
Welcome to this place. I said happy birthday. $500. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, $500. Come on, man.
Dude? What? Mike ain't up there. What Mike want? Mike ain't got time for nobody. Mike is just a nigga, man. He ain't got time for nobody.
Ice-T, $450 for Ice-T to give you a shout out.
I would fucking, if I had the $450, I'd pay for that, man. T, my nigga, man. Keep a cocoa in.
Hey, Sam, what's up, man? What's cracking? Word on the street is you about to turn 40, youngster. Well, that's a good year, man. Nice round number. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it goes like that. They gave him like a minute and 20 seconds just a shout out. And
Wait, was that for you?
no.
That was great.
I know they had to be the top
Hey,
one.
Nigga ain't turned 40. Hold on, nigga.
Yeah, but
Hey, yo,
$450, Ice-T will give you a shout out. Why not?
And see, and you know what's good though? He made it a little bit more, you know, it seemed more personal. You know, it's like $450.
yeah.
He's not gonna be like, yo, this IC, what up? You rocking with me? Yo, T, I see you. Peace. You're
Yep.
gonna be like, whoa, I paid $450 for that, nigga.
Yo, you
like,
know who does that? That it's either good or just garbage is Riff Raff.
Really?
And I think it has to do with whatever, if he's on or off, whatever he likes to do.
That's
Because some of
Is he
them,
up there too?
yeah, because some of
Oh,
them,
man.
he'll read it on his phone of like, hey, big shout out to Josh. I see that you like, they say to give you a shout out about snowboarding and about like it bad. But then
Right,
others, it's like, yo, this Riff Raff, my boy, you know.
Right. Pretend it's
Dennis
something-
Rodman,
pretend it's
$300.
Denny.
Raven Simone, $300. Tony Hawk, $300. Ray Lewis, $300. Yo, I'd pay $300 to be like,
Yo,
Ray Lewis,
Ray-
say you didn't kill him. Come
Yo,
on, give me a shout out. Say you didn't
But
kill
Ray
him.
is such that, listen, I need you to get in the belly of the beast. You know, well, we might have to get Ray to do a shout out for the, you know what I mean? We got to get in there. Boom. Yeah, it's going to happen.
Boom. Let's see what he does.
Light bulbs go off in the dark, nigga.
Art Money, Ray Lewis here. First of all, let me be the first to tell you that Dr. McQuaid is sending you and a friend to the Ravens game this Saturday. Playoff football in Baltimore. And we are going to need you to scream as loud.
Yep.
That was well put together. Whoever surprised that person with those tickets, that was dope. I'm going to have Ray Lewis send you a personal joint saying, yo, I got you playoff tickets, baby. That nigga got asked twice in fucking 10 minutes.
Brett the Hitman Hart, $150.
Ooh, Brett.
No sweat, Brett.
Hey, who knows, man? You might see a nice little shout out for Watermelon versus Pumpkin up there. Who knows? We might get
Jose
Brett.
Canseco,
Might get Brett to do that.
$150.
Jose, Juice.
Dog the Bounty Hunter, $150.
Yo, dog might be worth the buck. Yo, as long as he asks him to play with the mullet, though, he got to flick the shit a couple times and bring it around front. You know what I mean? Bring that shit harbor side, nigga.
So, hi, Conrad and Dan McLovin. I'm putting you on notice. If you don't pay up, okay, from the jam bet, I've been paid by one of your friends, two of your friends, to come get you.
Oh, shit. They got Dog talking about coming to collect the
Yo.
debt.
Yo, that shit is like, I don't know when they started doing shit like that, but that's fucking, how long's that been around, Cameo?
A couple years.
Couple years? Yeah, I said never
Yeah,
really,
because they got tons of people on there now. Like, there'll be people that will hop in for, like, they'll be like, they're only doing cameos for a day, like the more famous people. And
Right,
they'll,
right.
You know,
Just
probably
do
whack
a
people
day
over
of
the
just
head.
shouting people out. I mean, next you know, that shit's hitting the bank, man. That's a couple grand that you want to spend
Oh,
at
yeah.
dinner or something, you know? Buying sneakers for somebody. Yeah, it's making fans more involved. That's pretty dope, man. I never really fucked with Cameo.
Yeah, man, it's a good thing. I got one of my boys. Yo, Bow Wow will give you a shout out for
What's my nigga
$125.
L
Come
elbow
on.
for? Yo, baby, I know you be listening. I'm about to get you a surprise happy birthday from your man crush. Hold on. I'm about to get pussy all through the week, nigga. You about to understand?
LL Cool J's not on here.
Oh, damn, L.
He's too cool.
Fuck, nigga. About to inbox that nigga. Yo, L, man, get on that shit, man. You know what I mean? Try, you know what I mean? Try to make that thing quiver. You know what I mean? Get my girl a man by. Come on, nigga.
L, you get it wet. Let me slide it home. Come on, dog.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You just prep the game, nigga. What I got to put on a deep blue? Yo, babe, watch this shit for an hour. I'll be back.
Deep Blue Sea, baby.
Put on this bad video for you right quick. I'll be right back. How you feeling? Hot? You ready? So good, because I'm going to go watch some J-Lo and Selena real quick. So we going to be all right.
Speaking of J-Lo, she's doing the halftime show with her and no. What's her name? Fucking.
Who's it? Gaga or something? No, Gaga did the meat thing.
It's the girl that had one song and then never sang a song again. And then she became a judge on different things. Jesus Christ, what is her name?
Oh, wait. Look, not Aguilera. She
Alexa.
had more than one song, but
Who's performing the halftime show at the Super Bowl this year?
This might answer your question. The halftime performers for Super Bowl 54 are Jennifer Lopez and Shakira.
My hips don't lie, and neither does Alexa. Come on now.
Shakira. That was another
Shakira,
one, man. She still
Shakira.
got it. She can still get it, man. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know. I think she's like in her 40s, maybe even 50 or something. But she's like, whoo. You get it, man.
Alexa, how old is Shakira?
Watch her be like my age.
Shakira is 42 years old.
I know, close to me.
Born on February 2nd,
Never mind.
Alexa, stop.
Sorry, she's about my age. She's still older than me though, but you know what I mean. She's still MILF. I don't know. She might have been a girl I was looking at, upperclassmen.
Well, even whenever you see someone on TV, they never seem like they could be your age. You know what I mean? It always seems
they
like
seem like they're timeless and older, and they got it all figured out. Like when you see somebody like they're the same age as me, but I watched them as a kid. Asshole, you were a kid watching them as a kid.
What?
Like, you know what I mean? Like that other rest are like, yo, me and Rudy the same age, nigga. You was Rudy's age.
kids watching kids.
You know what I mean? Now they grow up and it's like, yo, she changed. So did you. Like, should I be doing?
I still see no changes.
Yeah. Well, Rudy looks the same, though. She looked like the child face grown. You know, some people just make a crazy change.
The name of this episode is called The Child Face Grown.
Once a child face is grown, it's all over. Some people don't lose their child face. Some niggas just get real rough.
Spoken like a true pedophile. Once the child's face is
Time out, regroup, come back.
Hold
I'll play
on.
for that shit, nigga. Say, yo, your face is still young. Like, whoa.
It's not spoiled yet. But yeah, J-Lo and Shakira.
That's gonna be, dare I say, you know what? Somebody at home is gonna say, "There's gonna be a way. This is gonna be spicy." You know, somebody's gonna say this shit. I guarantee.
Well, that is how they describe every single Latina woman ever. Oh my God, it's gonna be a spicy Latina performance.
You know, that's probably like racist a little bit. You know, like because they use spices in their food. What are we doing here? What is going on? It's spicy. Why is that? And then because black people, because we like fried chicken, it's so greasy. You know.
Hey, you said it.
I did come across greasy. I'm a problem. I mean, I'm a part of the problem and not the solution.
Yo, you a product of your environment.
Listen, man, and that's the open platform we like to say. It's okay for a black man to say, hey, black people, sometimes we might be greasy. You know a greasy nigga too. Just because another race say it, don't get mad. Because when we say it, it's cool. But you know what I mean? And that's what's funny when they mentioned that shit on that bringing back an old topic we talked about on the football, the broadcasters, when the coach had said that you guys are playing like, I don't know if I mentioned this one to you. He said you're playing like a bunch of thugs or something. He said something along the lines of, you were playing like thugs, but he meant to say slugs, he said. I meant to say slugs. It came out as thugs. But he was like, and they're like, well, we're not really, like, he was talking to the team. Yeah, there's black players on the team, but there's white players too. He was saying, he didn't direct it to that black player, like, you're playing like a thug, Tyrone. You know what I mean? It was like.
See, where he fucked up is he didn't own it. And he didn't say that instead of, I meant to say slugs. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Right.
Cut that out.
But he's saying that he meant to say slugs, that they were playing really lethargic and slow. Like, that's where he went to this whole thing. But
No, I get the excuse. It's bad.
Right. But, you know, and there was like black analysts like, yeah, my man, it's not that big of a deal because, you know, sometimes in the sport that we play, coaches have used that reference. You got to play like a thug, man. Yeah. Like when you say like, you know, Gino Auriemma from the Yukon Huskies he's a gangster. Like, he's like, oh, my God, it's so bad. And why would you say that? Like, nah, it's a bad meaning good, man. You know what I mean? It's, you know, that's LL, speaking of LL. But, nah, that was the whole thing. It was like, you know, when analysts sit there, it's like, nah, we wouldn't be mad at that. I don't. Yeah. You know, like.
The high twitch fiber.
Right. There's some of the analysts that come up and say, listen, man, it can't be everything, man. You know, like, stop searching for something
just everything, man.
Yeah. Stop searching for something at all times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yes, there is shit, man, but it's like, oh, you know, you gotta kind of stop because you're gonna always be on defense. It's always on defense. Oh shit, this nigga just fucking dropped a napkin in front of me and pick it up. He probably ain't do it because I'm black. The napkin's white. It's a symbol of me having surrendering to his will. So I had to pick it up because he's a white man and I'm less so inferior. Like, what the fuck are we talking about, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
if you look for it, it's always going to be there.
Right. I mean, I'm just giving that, you know, like, and I always think of like Martin Lawrence when he played.
Martin.
And you ever see Boomerang?
Yeah.
When he was the conspiracy guy. And he had the whole big thing, like, see, like he did the pool table. That was one of the best ones. The pool table's like Earth. green, it's the, you know what I mean, the grass, and these are all the different colors involved. And who's knocking everybody around? The white ball. And what's the last ball to go in the pocket to win the game? The white man knocking the black man. Like, and it was sitting like, and you scratch, you like, huh? You make you for a quick second. You think like, was the game really affected that way?
Is it all that deep? Is it all that connected?
Is it that
The
connected,
fuck?
or did that nigga just really? Whoever wrote that came up with some really good shit. As we do here on Watermelon vs. Pumpkin, nigga. Give you gems and bars and stools to sit on.
Marsupial.
Yeah, but
So speaking of the Super Bowl halftime show with the spicy Latina, headliners.
Is that just them though? That's it, huh?
So far, I've seen it's just them because it seems like they do two nowadays anyway, to where it's like there'll be a headliner, but then with special guests, and now it seems like it's double headline
Didn't they do like 3 last year? There was like Big Boy came out
for a quick second, right?
Right. They did like 3, but they were right. They were all in one. That's right. It was 3, but they were like kind of condensed, so it felt like one performance almost. Cause it was like short. Like Big Boy came out, but you think about it, how much did he fucking get paid to come out and do a half a verse?
Yeah,
he just did 6 bars. You know what I mean? And dance around and had you sing his hook.
Oh yeah, and then to say, yo, I performed at Super Bowl halftime show.
Right.
That's dope.
Bag was big. Another accolade. Keep it moving. You know what I mean?
Daddy
But
Fat Sacks.
it's gonna be spicy. I wonder if they're gonna go to like a Latina theme, like belly dancing type of thing, which is more Arabic, but still, it's the lot of because Shakira's with the shake, the hips. You know, that's what she's known for, shaking the hips. So there's gonna be a little hula skirt or something, I'm sure.
And then there's always the conspiracy guys that come out after and say what it really meant. You know what I mean? The everywhere, because I remember like when who was it? When Madonna performed or when Beyonce performed, like immediately there's a videos out of like, see, this is what they were doing in the mind control and the Pepsi Cola. And
Right.
I don't
Look at the bigger
I'm just not
message.
here for it.
Like, I just saw a football game and a halftime show. I was entertained, and I left smiling because they were beautiful and the songs were great and everybody danced around. That's what I got out of it.
Yeah.
When you talk about entertainment is supposed to be there to entertain. Be entertained, motherfucker, and stop looking for, social injustice half the time, or especially in comedy. Cut it out, nigga. It's a safe place. Comedians, we're out here, nigga. We give fun shit for people that still want to laugh at shit they shouldn't. That's it.
Bars. So there's 4 teams left now, right?
4 teams left to go into the Super Bowl, which I think is being held. Is it in Miami this year? I think possibly Miami.
Hey Alexa,
Oh, yeah, that out.
where's the Super Bowl this year?
It might be a dome actually too.
Super Bowl 54 between 2 undetermined opponents will kick off on Sunday, February 2nd, 2020 at 6:30 p.m. at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida.
There you go, Miami. So the Dolphins never had a chance to be there this year to be home, which I don't think has ever happened where a home team actually went to the Super Bowl the year it was in their city. I don't think that's ever happened.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. But so there's 4 teams left. You have on the AFC side, we have the mighty Kansas City Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes boy as Mahomes, which Shannon Sharp likes to call Mahomes boy, who lit it up on the weekend to get into the this next round. Yeah, I think he had like 5 touchdowns.
Whoa.
About 400 yards through the air, no picks. Yeah, he was balling. The Chiefs are going against who else? The Chiefs and the Titans, which we discussed that one because that motherfucker Derrick Henry, if you don't know about him, 6'4", 240-pound man muscle coming through the fucking hole and just, that's could be taken the wrong way. But anyways.
Lil Nas X.
Yeah, Lil Nas. But I mean, this guy's phenomenal, man. 3 straight games are over 180 yards on the ground.
Killing it.
That's like, what the fuck is that? What are we doing? You know what I mean? The guy's getting the ball 30 times a game, which is kind of like the term they use in football big is a bell cow. That's your guy. That's your go-to. That motherfucker's the workhorse, bell cow. He's going to get the job done. There's an ox in the field dragging shit, working. That's him, man. He's just like the fiber twitch muscle. Yeah, he's that guy who invented shit like that. That prototype of him.
400 years of slavery made.
That man there running through treating guys like they're little. He's so big that he wears them down by punishing them by banging, and he's fast and running, down the field for 40-plus yards. So them 2 over there, boom, they're going to go head-to-head this Sunday. And on the NFC side, it's not my Eagles, so fuck you niggas, whatever. They gave a valiant effort but lost the first round. Banged up. Carson Wentz got knocked out of the game, which looked like a dirty hit by Jadavian Clowney. fuck you. You lost the next week. Anyways, to the Green Bay Packers who are in it. So the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Now, those are two classic, you know what I mean? You think about two classic teams that have been good and people know household names. Your 49ers from the 80s and, you know, not too long ago. And then, you know, the Packers, Aaron Rodgers is still around. You know, so those are two, like, I think it's heavier, feeling like it's going to come out that NFC maybe.
Yeah.
But it's open, man. Like, with the way that guy's running in the AFC, and those guys are the 6th seed, man. So the 6th seed against the number 2 seed, Kansas City Chiefs. And then you got I think it's one in San Francisco. And the Green Bay Packers are 2. So that's 1 and 2. That on paper was what was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
1 and 2, there they go. Ravens got embarrassed by the guy who ran 180 yards. Lamar Jackson had a hell of a game. He fucking threw for 400-something yards, and he ran for 143.
Not bad.
You know, just couldn't get it done. But a lot of that skip, you know, but a lot of that shit is as Shannon would say. That's empty calories though.
Yep.
He calls them empty calories because it's like end of the game. Don't mean you playing catch up. All them yards is you had to do that to get that. You know what I mean?
That's like, that James Harden game. Cool,
yeah.
You scored 51 points and you lost. What are we doing now?
Yeah, what does that mean, nigga? Nobody cares about your single accolades, nigga. This team effort here. We out here punching and throbbing. So those two, it's gonna be a good 4 teams left. Me personally, I would like to see, because I love a good underdog story. I'm gonna go with the Titans to kind of get to the bowl. But I think they might lose to the NFC 49ers. Shout out to my big bro, Jay. He's a big 49er fan, so I'm a bank with him this year and try to run with his squad a little bit.
Lloyd Banks.
You know what I mean? Even though I really don't want him to have some bragging rights so he can talk shit. Because if the 49ers win, they will be the highest franchise with the most rings.
Whoa.
Right now they're tied with, I think, the Steelers and the Patriots with 6.
I was gonna say, it's like, how many more do the Patriots need?
No, they got 6. They both got Steelers got 6. I think Patriots 6, and they got 6. So if they win this one, they'll have 7.
It's the devil's game.
Yeah, they'll be on top. But they'll be on top of the world as a franchise, fans of the franchise. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can always, remind him firmly but nicely that he's done absolutely nothing to achieve any of those Super Bowls. So just let him know. Be like, cool. It's just the team that you like that has done it, not you.
Yeah,
you have nothing to brag about. You have made 0 accomplishments.
Who's not going to probably make any more accomplishments is Tom Brady.
You think he's done?
Yeah, he's looking like he's going to be done in New England.
Yeah, I think he's done in New England.
The way he's talking is like he's not, and I don't know if he's going to get it done anywhere else. That's the biggest test. I think he wants to prove it, so I think that's why he wants to go somewhere. But this could turn really bad for him.
Oh,
as
yeah.
As far as his legacy goes, like Tom, you could really like flop out. But now I think about it, guys like Joe Montana kind of flopped out a little too. He went to Kansas City, but I think he still competed. I want to say he went to the playoffs, but he never won a ring after that. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I remember he was not bad in Kansas City.
Yeah, I think he was pretty decent. I want to say who else kind of left? You had I'm going by like iconic people. Like Kobe, shout out to him for never leaving.
I mean, of course, the unfortunate and worst on the bottom of the list, Brett Favre.
Brett Favre. Yeah, and even he had some spark in Minnesota.
Yeah, it was like one of the teams that was good, but then once it kept going and it was like, but that's the thing that I do worry about Tom Brady. Not that I'm worried about him, but just in general, he was protected so fucking well. And,
right. Go somewhere else.
And not that there are those, back when another one was block, rock, and beat sacks anymore. Like Lawrence Taylor would not be the player that he was now because you can't touch anybody anymore.
Right.
But
Lawrence would have got kicked out of so many games, fines.
And he did. And that was back then, So,
right.
So
now,
you got to imagine what
it would be.
Exactly. It would have just been like, you can't play. Go to the XFL.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here.
Get up out of here.
Yeah, because you're only one, blind sack away from just,
Yeah, and Tom Brady's like, he's gonna try to prove something, man. But it's like going outside of his comfort coddle zone. It's just not. It's not something I don't see working as much unless he goes to a team that really. Like, there's a couple teams that could use him. The Indianapolis Colts, because, that shit happened with Andrew Luck when he retired early with his whole medical problems.
Yep.
So they need a team, and they have a really good team. Like, they have speed down the field. They have a running back that's Mack is his name.
They might just need
Right. They just need that. They need the orchestrator, and he might be that guy. They got Frank Reich as the offensive coordinator, who was a coordinator for No, he's the head coach. He was a coordinator for the Eagles when we won the Super Bowl.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
You know, and the very next year, when he left us and went there, their offense was great. So he knows what he's doing offensively is what I'm saying. Tom could go there and try to prove something. But as far as the Patriots, I don't even know. I think unless they get a quarterback out the blue, they might be struggling because they're picky.
Yeah, and you said the guy that they wanted, they lost to. He's in San Fran anyway.
About to try to go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, so everybody's like, Bill Belichick was the coach that was kind of like,
let's pull the trigger now.
I was saying, right. I was just like, you know, and then
I love that.
The owner,
that's what I was telling y'all.
And the owner, Bob Kraft, was the one that was like, no, Tom is my guy.
Bill Belichick is sitting there looking like the toddler that he is in his fucking thing, and he's like, that's my man's in them.
You don't think I cut these sleeves off this hoodie for nothing, B? I know what the fuck I'm doing.
That's my man.
Get it right. But, you know, Tom might be floating
What did DMX say? Was something horrible like, so what I'm doing, my man's in them is doing.
So when you fucking bitches, they fucking them too. You know what this is. At the same time, crossing swords in the bed. Whoa, X. I've been known to be mad today with my boys. All right, we gonna talk about shit like that. But I'm saying, sword fighting, nigga? I don't know. You know, be cracked up sword fighting. That might be a thing. But yeah, Tom Brady.
Go. I let you go. Come on, man.
Keep going back to X. Gonna give it to you. Another sword fight going on, nigga. Jousting niggas.
I think it would be funny though if
Tom Brady and DMX fuck. I don't know. Whoa, guys, slow it down.
What's the name of this episode? It would be funny.
Tom Brady.
No, I think it would be funny if Tom Brady did win somewhere else, and then he just gets up there and does how like Shaq did to Kobe, just starts rapping about Bill Belichick, how my ass tastes. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
How my ass,
like
Bill Belichick, how my ass tastes.
Bill Belichick.
But Tom is, you know what's interesting about Tom, man? When I see him in interviews, if you ever watch interviews with him, he has this so like poster boy likableness to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like this. He's so humble for a guy to be that. You know what I mean? All the accolades, all the accomplishments. He's humble. It's always about the team, and it's like he says the right things, but you gotta be like, he's not that way. It's gotta be another way. Tom is like, fuck this shit, you stupid motherfucker. You know what I mean? There's a part of Tom that we definitely don't see. He's very good at masking the true Tom. You know what I mean? So we get
true Tom.
You know what I mean? We get the thumbs up. Handing out pins, kissing babies, Tom. Yeah, that's what the fuck we get. That ain't
well, see,
Tom.
you know, we have right now, which could be an amazing situation. And this is for anybody listening out there that was into wrestling. Right now, we got Hulk Hogan during the Hulkamania era. That's Tom Brady right now. So hopefully he goes somewhere else and turns into NWO Hulk. Hollywood Hulk Hogan don't give a fuck.
And then start saying nigga.
I need to see Tom, that's what I said, rapping against Bill Belichick. You know what I mean? I need to see Tom Brady with a dangling cross earring and some slits in his eyebrows, spiked on
the top, nigga.
Yeah,
slicked on the side like motherfucking Bosworth.
I need to see Tom Brady in his bad boy era. You know what I'm saying? I need to see Tom Brady midlife crisis.
Right,
that's what I need to see.
Wild thing to picture, man. Like straight Tom with the sleeveless jean jacket. Nigga.
Oh shit!
I can see it, man. But I feel like he's gonna go into the like country boots.
I want to see Tom Brady riding a motorcycle to the stadium.
Cigarette dangling.
Yep.
Giselle on the back with her ass hanging out. What are we doing right now?
Makeup all smeared, just like I'm just here to throw a ball.
Shows up to practice every day that way, nigga. In Buffalo, where it's cold.
Tom Brady just practicing with jeans on. Just don't give a fuck.
Yo, I watch a lot of I watched a lot of good football movies in my time, and that reminds me of one of my favorites was Necessary Roughness.
Oh yeah,
and that nigga was straight practicing with the jeans on.
I see Brady hitting a 5-step drop with a pair of Wranglers.
Ooh, with his little Nas X on the feet, nigga.
Chafing.
Oh God! Every fucking time he's running, all you hear. This jean,
chafing.
Got the red thighs.
Oh man.
Tom Brady. I love you, nigga.
But when you just brought up, when you said the Bills, that's another thing that I was just like, oh my God, can you imagine if Tom Brady went to the Bills and brought it home for them? If he's like, yo,
Well, they got their
I remember
they
those
got their
four
future
in a row.
quarterback they're loving right now.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they got that guy's good. Josh Allen. He's really good. So,
J.A.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who the Jets got a pretty solid. Nobody else in that division. Oh, Miami. Miami needs a good quarterback.
Welcome to Miami.
He could go to the Dolphins and do great things after a 2-18 season. I mean, 2 and whatever when they won 2 or 4. They won 4 games. They actually won a couple because they beat the Patriots at the end of the fuck. I definitely pointed to a camera that wasn't there. And they beat the Patriots.
Let them know.
Let them niggas know. They beat the Patriots at the end of the season. That was the demise of them because they lost to the Dolphins and had to go into the playoffs with that taste in their mouth and lost the very next game by the beast, 6'4", Derrick Henry over there bringing niggas' grandmothers
Titans,
out of burning
right?
buildings and shit. Coming out of burning buildings with like 4 people on their shoulders like, y'all want me to score the touchdown after this? Or? Niggas just stop.
We good?
Forrest, stop.
That's awesome. This is when it gets exciting. I mean, obviously the whole season is
Right.
great,
But
but
this
the
is when-
playoff seasons is
And there was a couple
The most
controversial
exciting.
calls again.
Hey man, I'll say that first down for fucking Green Bay was a little
it was
iffy.
a
It
controversial
was a little
one
iffy.
too. There was a couple.
You never like when it comes down to a judge's a call, a ref's
Yeah.
call, a review's call, and all that.
Well, the one too that happened not this week, but the previous week with the Saints because they felt like they got robbed again.
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row. But the thing is, like, yeah, that came, but they go just gonna have another down anyways. But that was still big. It was 3rd and 9.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I mean that was a big play. You know, 4th down's coming. They stop them. They're off the field. You know, so. And like I said, we were talking about it before. Is when you extend the arm with the, when you're a offensive player, or defensive player, more offensive, and they try to get that separation. There's ways that I've seen a couple wide receivers in interviews. There's ways that guys can do it, but they like kind of do it like almost like the Bruce Lee 1-inch punch. They kind of have to do it like a short pop push away. There's a way to kind of guide them away from you.
Yeah, you can't fully extend.
Right, because any little, even if you don't barely touch them, but if that arm fully extends, you're gonna get the call every time.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't even touch him, but you went.
No, because I'm saying that play had me, and like I said, I'm not up to date on all the new rules,
Oh,
but
that was
that
the one
play
we-
in Clemson had me off when I'm like, yo, the defender was all over him, and then the dude kind of just did a like get off me move, and they were like, nope, your fault. I'm like, yo, he was hanging on the whole time, but I man,
Like, is the fix
things
in?
change.
I don't know. The fix can't be in because Clemson did not win.
yep.
They got the fucking floor mopped with them. I think it was 42 to 17 or 20 something.
Yeah, the
but-
score was way up there.
Yeah, and that guy Burrow, man, who's back to back. Because college, I like college now that they have that little 4 team playoff. They do the top 4 teams.
Okay.
1 and 4 go at. I think 1 and 4 go at it, in the 2 and 3, and then the winners of that, then they face off for the championship.
Nice.
So yeah. So shout out to who the fuck was it that won? Clemson went against. God, why I got a brain fart?
LSU.
LSU. Sorry, Tigers. Shout out to the Tigers. It was the Tiger Bowl, is what they're calling it, because it's
TB.
the LSU Tigers versus the Clemson Tigers.
Mm.
Tiger Bowl.
Tiger Bowl.
Tiger style. 2 quarterbacks that are going to definitely go into the draft. Burrow from LSU, 5 touchdowns he threw in this game, about 400-something yards. The other guy, Lawrence, didn't throw any touchdowns. Lawrence is another one. He's like he reminds me of a surfer, long hair, hippie kind of like surfer.
Fuck
Quarterback
it.
from, like I said, once again, I watch a lot of football movies. The one with Denzel as the coach. Remember the Titans?
Oh yeah.
The
yeah.
quarterback in there with the long hair. Yeah, he kind of reminds me of him. But he didn't do anything. And, they mopped the floor with him. Bad. And that guy Burrow is going to be probably number 1 pick overall, which he'll probably be going to the Dolphins.
Dolphy.
Number 1 team, worst team in the league gets the number 1 pick. That would be you, Miami. Or if you get Tom Brady, maybe not.
Right.
But nah, it's going to be good, man. The Super Bowl. And they're doing the thing again, which a lot of people always get in an uproar, which, if you're a Pro Bowl fan, you know what I mean? The Pro Bowl between the week off.
They're doing the week off. Okay.
Right, what takes away from the players that may be in the Super Bowl, like, hey, man,
Yeah.
it's fun for us to come and brag at the Pro Bowl with our rings.
I wouldn't
know
even
what I
say
mean?
that. I'd say just the getting your body out of it for that long and
Right.
then coming back. Like your body is so used to, and then in next week would do it. Then next week would do it. The next week would do it. And then when you got a
That's
week
crazy.
in between, and then you come back
That's
like,
crazy
yo,
you
you
said that because they're saying that's why the Baltimore Ravens lost. Because the Ravens probably hands down had the best team overall, number one on paper, because they scored the most points. They averaged about 30 points a game. Like, that's just crazy. You know what I mean? And like Lamar Jackson ran for 1,000 yards.
that's a crazy average. You're right.
4,000. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, holy shit. And then they went against this guy from Tennessee, and they only put up 12 points. You know what I mean? But what they were saying was the time off, because they had the bye week, and what the coach did, they clinched before week 17. He sat the starters week 17, and then they had another bye week. So you're going 3 weeks now before you're even playing ball.
Yeah.
So he said with them and with the Ravens, what people are saying is like it's a bad idea because their type of style of offense is timing, repetition. Everything is play option, read option. It's timing. The mesh point, getting it right. And that's the kind of like playing where they have to consistently do that every week to kind of stay in motion of it.
Yep.
Instead of just doing walkthroughs at practice. You know what I mean? It's a different than game time. Those guys got, and they're all young. A lot of them are young, so they're just sitting there bullshitting, and they don't really know how to take it how veterans would. Like, hey, a veteran that has a bye that long, like a Tom Brady on 3 weeks, you're doing him a good gesture there. You know what I mean? Like, I need that. Cool. Because I know what I'm doing already. You know what I mean? My body, but the young guys, they probably are partying and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Doing
Unfocused.
dumb shit. Right, unfocused, right. And they're hanging out and hearing everybody chirping in the air and taking it all in, and too much. You got to, Jerry Rice used to talk about that shit. Like, you got to stay, like, he used to stay away from people.
Yep.
Like, Super Bowl time was like, yo, no, nobody.
Nobody,
like, operation,
baby.
but my family and my close hub and that,
Yep.
Lock in, nigga.
He's like, I only got so many dreadlocks left.
Lock in, nigga.
Lock in.
Ooh. He should have locked out of that whole fucking situation he was trying to conjure on.
Take the locks out.
Did. Out here. But yeah, it's gonna be a good one, man. Whoever it is, the niggas gonna be really banging, slanging, and I'm gonna be probably sipping and eating some wings, and I'm a football guy, so I get involved. I'm probably 50% of those, maybe 60% of those guys that we did on the video.
Yeah. Get involved in it.
Yeah, for y'all don't know, YouTube guys especially, go check out the video.
Hey, explore the channel.
Yeah, top 10 10 guys I hate to watch the Super Bowl with. And then we had 10 more guys, I think, right? Something like that. So, yeah. So, out of those 20, I'm probably about 10. The Shrine guy, the Let's Go guy. And it's funny because when you watch, like, Mic'd Up, they do a lot, which is dope, man.
Yeah.
NFL, I always watch that because they put one every week, like, for the whole season, Mic'd Up. And they had one for, what the fuck was I just talking about? See that?
Mic'd up and people talking about yelling at the game and like 10 things people say.
I was thinking about the Let's Go guy. Cause we had our guy called the Let's Go guy. And when you watch the Mic'd Up, it's so funny because players-wise, that's the most common fucking thing. And I remember playing, like, that's the biggest fucking thing said. Those two words in football are like the two staples in fucking football on the sideline. Let's go. No one knows where they're going, but it's a let's go every time.
Yep.
Let's go get this victory. But it's two favorite words in football. I just wanted to announce that, guys. So I am 10 out of 20. But yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Watching millionaires, run around and hurt people.
Hell yeah.
It's
crashing betwixt each other.
Yeah.
And we'll cover it here.
And LeBron James is having a great season in basketball, by the way. The Lakers are like the best record in basketball right now.
Nice.
After them being not even LeBron's first time last year not making the playoffs, and I think 15 years or something crazy.
Yeah, I think the first time since he was playing, or like the first time since his first year, something like that.
Something crazy, but like this guy's first time ever being like, what is this like not playing in May? You know what I mean? like May, I'm usually balling right now. What the fuck?
True.
But that's sports in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? But
sports, yeah, man. I think we did it for episode 108.
108, man, is great in the state because at the beginning of the day, my niggas,
it's the beginning of the night. No, it's the end of the what? Let's run it back again. Welcome to episode 108. Start from the beginning again. Come on,
pastry. We're still the Watermelon vs. Pumpkin podcast. Welcome everybody. And at the beginning of the day, it's the end of the night, niggas, and it's
that's what we did it wrong because you're starting it wrong.
Did I start it wrong?
It's the end of the day. It's the
At
beginning
the
of
end
the
of
night.
the day.
That's why I was lost. I was like,
at the end of the day, it's the beginning. At the beginning of the day,
it's the end of the night. Bars.
Listen, that's still even great, man. I like that too, nigga.
It's intersectional.
You know, you niggas take care of yourselves.
Bars.